the game. And then Mitchell with the dunk.
Well, beyond the production, Mitchell gives this team energy, spirit. They ride off his adrenaline.
Murray against Conley. Murray outside. The pass to Brown. Knocked away. Stolen by Mitchell. They're running. Here's Bogdanovich, and he lays it up and in.
You know, you're going to have success when you can start out shooting 80% from the game. So early offensively, they've been great. That's the way you like to start.
Porter, bounce pass. Wide open look here for Murray. No good. Now the Jazz take it the other way.
Just a little off to start this game. 1 for 5, looking to find some kind of rhythm.
Out to the right wing. Bagley with a wide open look. Offensive rebound. Count it. Good.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Passes it to Grant. Murray outside. Pass to Jokic. Conley against Murray. Outside Porter. And again, Denver no good. Last outing for Utah, it was a loss to the Thunder. Mitchell outside. Here's Bagley. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Porter kicks to Murray. Trying to get something going. No good off the back of the rim. Utah leading by 8. Here's Conley. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
They came in prepared, focused, and really jumped on the other team early.
And Denver decides to take their first time out here. Opening day, Steve, for some teams it's a fresh start, and for others it's the first step towards settling unfinished business, taking care of what they didn't do the previous season.
Yeah, you're right, Kevin. I think those teams that came very close to maybe winning the championship or being there, those are the guys that are hungry, and those are the organization. They are chomping at the bit to start the season.
So Utah going with an almost entirely new group here. Bradley's checked in for Bagley. Harry Giles comes in for John Collins. George Niang, he's checked in for Bogdanovich. And Emmanuel Mudiay subbed in for Mike Conley. Ariza kicks to Vonleh. Sinks the three-pointer.
You just can't afford to leave open shooters in this league. Everyone is practicing the three.
Mudiay pass to Bradley. Lets it go from 14. A second chance effort. He can't hit that time. The Nuggets trail by 7. Morris dishes to Vonleh. And the dunk by Vonleh.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points. Mitchell kicks to Mudiay. Bradley passes to Mudiay. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
They are just killing them on the interior.
The Nuggets have gotten just 3 of their first 9 shots to go down in this game. Lee outside. Knocks it loose. Here's Mitchell. 11 points for him in that last game against the Thunder in Oklahoma City.
But it didn't deter him from attacking defensively. His pressure was terrific. He also got 3 steals in that game.
Morris looking over the floor. Stabonley, three-pointer. Utah with the rebound. The last time these two clubs came together was also in this building, with an unfortunate ending for the home team.
Yeah, you know they wanted a few of those plays back. What a tough way to go out in that one.
Yeah, they came in with a purpose, gave everything they had. It just wasn't quite enough.
Ariza outside. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
A strong finisher around the rim. Ariza with the size to do some damage.
Mitchell passes to Brandt. Kicks to Moutier. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 or 3 so far.
Allowing any room to operate, you know he's going to be aggressive.
16 seconds left to play here in the first. Now, here is Morris. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Just 4 to shoot. From deep three-point range, Donovan Mitchell firing on all cylinders for the Utah Jazz. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. And don't go away. We'll be right back. Nikola Jokic, a former second-round pick, turned star in the league, talks about what the game means to him.
Basketball, like passion, love. Like, that is the thing I play like when I know 4, 6, 7 years old. I don't know. Like basketball is always in my life. That like, I think it's passion. I think it's passion.
In basketball, Greg, a big deal in Jokic's native land of Serbia.
And I love his creativity. There's an artistry and a freedom in how he plays the game.
And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And taking a look at the Jazz performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
You could see they were well prepared defensively coming into this one.
Yes, what they do, they take away the things that teams like to do offensively, also keeping them out of sync.
Mitchell is out there with Emmanuel Moutier. And there's Davis, and it's Niang in at the 3, the small forward. That's the group for Utah getting going here in the second.
And when you look at Utah, this team year after year seems to be more than a sum of its parts.
I like that they always look for guys with big-time character, unselfish, low-drama players, and there's a confidence with this group.
And there's the defensive 3-second call. The Jazz shooting their 3rd free throw attempt of the game.
And talking about last season, this team hit just 74% of their free throws. I'm sure they were hoping for better than that.
And so he hits the technical free throw.
Coming out of Louisville, Donovan Mitchell projected as a defender. He's a better ball handler and shot creator than people bargain for.
Mike Conley's checked in for Mitchell. Jokic has checked in for Denver. Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone. Now the pass to Conley. Lock at 6. The putback, Davis on the follow. Davis has got the lead up to 11 now for the Jazz.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Lee kicks to Morris. The rebound by Giles. And you know, Smitty, he can play with the ball or off the ball. Utah's offense runs best with the ball in Donovan Mitchell's hands.
Yeah, reason why, Kevin, he draws so much defensive attention. Able to score what I love at all 3 levels. That creates open shots for his teammates.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, coming into the 2017 draft, Donovan Mitchell wasn't sure he was ready for the NBA. Mitchell said, I worked out in the summer with Paul George and Chris Paul. And they were the ones who convinced me to keep my name in the draft. They said, look, you're good enough. Just go out there and show it. And Kevin, through a couple of seasons in Utah, that's exactly what Mitchell has done.
He has made an instant impact on the NBA and the Jazz. D.A., thank you. That's good from Plumlee. Steve, we're seeing more and more teams turn to high motion offenses with a lot of passing, a lot of movement. What makes those systems, do you think, successful in today's game?
I think when you're in constant movement, especially with the rules where you can't grab and clutch and touch, it makes it hard for the defenders to keep guys in front of them. And it's hard to switch defensively when you have a team always in motion.
Here's Moutier, and Moutier throws it down.
I love Bogdanovic's ability to put the team first. When he sees one of his guys open, he's a willing ball mover.
Porter against Bogdanovich. Murray for three. Denver keeping it going. A new 14-second clock.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Passes to Moutier. Outside, Davis. Moutier looking around, and here's Conley outside. Here's Collins. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
Keeping that play alive. Anytime a shot goes up, Collins is going to compete for it.
And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. And the foul goes against Utah. The Nuggets shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. And the first one drops. Steve, the G League is now offering select contracts worth $125,000. They want to attract prospects straight out of high school. What do you think of that?
You know, I like it, Kevin, and I think I'd love to see that number go up and up, and I like the opportunity for some of those guys to be able to go straight out of high school. It's good for some, it's bad for others, but I think you have to give those guys that opportunity.
And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense going.
Conley, the pass to Collins. Good defense by Jokic.
He is so good attacking the rim. It's rare to see him denied like that.
And that one's good by Porter.
And he's got a great balance of knowing when to slash inside. Porter needs to keep being this aggressive on the drive.
Conley dishes to Moutier. Lobbed up there for Collins. It's not going to go for him.
Well, that alley-oop attempt, a case of what could have been, just didn't finish the play.
You know, this is something you practice over and over again. I'm surprised they couldn't execute.
Conley kicks to Bogdanovich. Back to Conley. Grant against Collins. Here's Moutier. That ball. Nice feed that time from Bogdanovich. Bogdanovich has got his 3rd assist on the night. Murray outside. Jokic. Oh, good with the triple. So for the Nuggets, their last game, a loss to the Mavericks. Moutier against Brown. Conley with a wide open look. Off target from outside.
Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding him.
Murray kicks to Brown. Back to Murray. Pass to Jokic. Over Bagley. And it's Jokic missing. And so it's Conley bringing up the ball for Utah. 17 points was their biggest margin. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. So it's Denver now. Got a piece of it. Stolen by Conley. And here we go. Moutier heading to the hoop. Finished off the break. Moutier's got 11 points.
Love the high activity of Conley on defense, keeping his arms moving all the time to create problems for the opposition.
Finally gets one to fall. He's now 1 for 5 with his first make. Jazz leading by 14. Timeout is called, first of the game for the Jazz. And over the course of his career, Mike Conley taking on more and more of the leadership mantle.
He's embraced it, Kevin, and he said letting his hair down was a way of letting go and just being confident in himself.
For the Jazz, Bradley comes in for John Collins. And Donovan Mitchell subbed in for Emmanuel Moutier. And a switcher also for Denver. Conley's checked in. Mitchell against Brown. Mitchell passes to Conley. Shot clock at 6. Bogdanovich against Porter. Bogdanovich, no luck. The Nuggets trail by 14. And the dunk by Brown.
And there's no excuse for allowing Brown to get that deep. He's just brilliant at jamming it down the defense's throat.
Conley against Murray. Mitchell outside. Shoots over Brown. And it's Mitchell missing. Denver's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. And the shot is good. The Utah lead has been cut down to just 10 points with the bucket from Grant.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
Conley, the pass to Bradley. Conley kicks to Bogdanovich. Porter with the steal. And now the Nuggets. Fast break. And the lead is down inside single digits. Porter's got 6.
That was big because they dug a big hole in the first quarter, but starting to show signs of life.
Here's Mitchell. It's good. With that basket, he's now 5 for 9.
So reliable. They've really leaned on him at the offensive end.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Murray against Conley. There's Porter with the 3. Utah with the rebound. 17 points was their biggest margin. A 3 from Bogdanovich. And that one falls coming off Conley's feet. Conley's got 3 assists in the game. And here is Murray. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in.
The heart and hustle of Conley really putting in work on defense.
And so we conclude the first half. It's the Jazz. They lead by 13. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thank you, Kevin. With Coach Quinn Snyder, Quinn, what has to happen in the second half?
Well, we got to keep getting stops and really just make plays. Make plays on the offensive end and be solid defensively. No magic.
It's a pretty simple game, right, Coach? Thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny, and a favorite time of the year as we're halfway through one of the first games of this fresh NBA season. A tremendous start for Donovan Mitchell. He had 11 points and 1 steal. And Shaq, what did you think about what we saw from Utah?
Well, few players have ever burst on the scene the way Donovan Mitchell did. Dominated as a rookie, He continued to build out his game, very aggressive in the first half.
And over to Kenny. What did you think about Denver?
Well, obviously, they didn't show up on the glass at all. They were getting outworked, out-hustled, and outplayed. And their competition showed just the opposite. They wanted it more. You can't give up a ton of extra possessions in a game like this and expect to win.
Thanks for joining us, folks. We're now just a few minutes away from the start of the third quarter.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. Donovan Mitchell really making a difference here.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
And many of those quality shots have been jumpers. A very high percentage of those in the first half.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. So out there for the Nuggets right now, Grant down low with Jokic. Jamal Murray is out there with Jaylen Brown. And it's Porter in at the small forward position. Murray, the pass to Jokic. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. And it's 6 points for Jokic.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Listen, put the ball in the hands of your best scorers and let them go to work. Keep it simple.
Shot clock at 5. A three from Bogdanovich. Rebound by Murray. And so it's Murray who brings the ball up for the Nuggets. They trail by 11. After this one, they're off to San Antonio to take on the Spurs. That is game 3 of this 4-game trip.
And at 6'10", Porter is a threat to score inside, which is why the defense trying to rough him up a bit.
And after essentially a redshirt rookie year with the Nuggets, Michael Porter Jr., the 14th pick in the 2018 draft, is back in action.
Could be a huge addition. Remember, Porter was projected as a top 2 pick entering his freshman season at Missouri. If he can stay healthy, you're adding an elite talent to your rotation.
First free throw is good. Well, this term load management now is something you hear about, read about all the time, Steve. Do you think we'll ever see the regular season shortened by a few games?
You know, Commissioner Silver has talked about it, and it's been thrown around 75 games. I will say the NBA has done a fantastic job, along with the Players Association. There's longer off seasons. I mean, and there are also longer time throughout the All-Star game, and there's not as many back-to-backs.
And there have been some to compare Porter to Kevin Durant. Really a fluid shooter who also possesses amazing athleticism.
Collins, and it's sent back by Jokic.
Missed 4 straight shots now. At one point, do you have to call a timeout and regroup?
Man, he sure can get off the floor.
He's one of the best in the business, absolutely. Mitchell outside. Here's Collins, and the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Collins has got 6.
Finally, now 1 for 5 here in the third. We'll see if that boosts their confidence.
Murray outside. Here's Jokic. Rebound, Utah. Bagley's got 6 rebounds now in the game.
You like that he's still attacking, but the results tonight just haven't been there.
Conley, the pass to Bogdanovich. No good on the 3. The Nuggets trail by 10. Here's Brown, and 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
And Brown is a guy who is constantly seeking contact. Defenders have to be more cautious around him.
And this is his 2nd trip to the line tonight.
You know, this is not an area where they expect him to contribute. You know, he's a guy that shot below 70% last season.
That free throw good from Brown.
And the vertical that Brown has is pretty impressive, as relentless a finisher as you'll find in our league.
Here's what Utah's going with right now. Harry Giles is checked in for Bagley. George Niang comes in for Bogdanovich. And it's Moutier in for Mike Conley. And then for Denver, Mason Plumlee's checked in for Grant. Ariza comes in for Michael Porter. And Morris subbed in for Murray. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Pass to Giles. To the middle. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Really a sponge. Donovan Mitchell watches a ton of film, accepts coaching, and applies it. A big part of his rise to stardom.
The Jazz shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game. First one falls for him. And the early success of Mitchell speaks to his ability to absorb and take coaching.
Yes, credit that coaching staff, putting him in position to succeed, helping him also to develop. His decision-making is growing game by game.
Davis is checked in for the Jazz. And a switcher also for Denver. Damian Lee is checked in for Jaylen Brown. He hits both from the stripe.
I'll tell you, he doesn't give points away. Excellent job from the line.
Morris against Moutier. Morris kicks to Jokic. Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. 5 to shoot. The pass to Morris. Plumlee trying to break loose. And another miss by Denver. Here's Mitchell. And then Mitchell with the dunk.
If you're the defense, not much you can do. Donovan Mitchell had his mind made up. Bad intentions.
Passes it to Jokic. Ariza outside. Back to Jokic. Jokic draws the double. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. He'll have a jump ball. And Denver has possession. Plumlee the pass to Morris. And Plumlee kicks to Jokic. Just 5 to shoot. Pass to Morris. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic. Morris has got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Nuggets. Moutier pass to Giles. The drive by Mitchell. That's in. He's 7 for 12 now in the game.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
And Jokic wide open. He shoots. That 3 off the mark. Jazz leading by 11. Here's Niang. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Davis kicks to Niang. And it's off the back rim. No good. The Nuggets trail by 11. Here's Lee outside. Second chance shot. And the layup by Ariza. Ariza's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Relentless on the offensive glass, and then you love the finish.
Here's Niang. Trying to get open as Davis. Down he goes. Nice one there from Niang.
Yeah, that was the 3rd straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Here's Jokic, and he comes up with the deuce. Jokic has got 4 points this quarter.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
And the Jazz call time here. Smitty, we're seeing preseason and even regular season games take place overseas on foreign soil. Would you have enjoyed that when you were playing?
Yeah, for sure, Kevin. I know the travel is an added challenge, and at the same time, you appreciate where the game takes you. It is definitely growing globally, going places you might otherwise never experience, especially in a basketball setting.
Utah making a change here. Bradley's checked in. Vonleh's checked in for Denver. Jaylen Brown comes in for Trevor Ariza. Mitchell's shot is good. Mitchell's got 19 points.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Plumlee, the pass to Brown. The rebound by Giles. Giles has got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Mitchell, and it's Mitchell with the jam.
Well, when it comes to carrying an offense, few young players do it as well as Donovan Mitchell.
Morris kicks to Brown. On the wing, Morris. Defended by Moutier. The offensive rebound. The shot's good from Plumlee.
Back in the day, someone would have blocked him out, but times have changed.
Here's Mitchell, and it's good. He's made 2 for every one he's missed. 10 of 15 in the contest.
They have leaned on him all quarter, and it has worked to perfection.
Pass to Vonleh. Here's Brown. He's on target from 8 feet out. Brown's got 6 in the quarter.
And Brown is just a physical beast, especially inside where he gets whatever he wants. Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
He rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish. And there's the pass to Vonleh. It's stolen by Bradley. On up the court, and it's Mitchell with the jam.
He takes advantage of them in every way possible.
And Greg, he lures them into a trap on the steal, and then bang, straight to the bucket.
Great activity at both ends. Great teamwork as well.
Morris with the ball. 6 on the shot clock. Plumlee, no luck.
Offensively, that's how you want to end the possession, except for the result.
Great defensive effort, just saved a basket.
You know what? This is why you never give up on a play. You don't know what's going to happen.
And the skills of Brown, not just a super athlete, but a tremendous floor general as well.
To the left wing. Here's Moutier, and the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And as we end the 3rd quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Jazz lead by 13. Live from Vivint Smart Home Arena, you're watching 2K Sports. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate, and how about the setup this was?
At his position, traditionally, his job is to shoot the basketball. Give him credit for keeping his eyes up and just taking what the defense allows.
And as we head into the 4th, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. Conley and Mitchell, the talented backcourt pair. Collins is out there with Bogdanovich. And it's Bagley in at the 5 down low. That's the group right now for Utah. Murray, no good. And so it's Bogdanovich who brings up the ball for the Utah Jazz. 17 points was their biggest margin.
And how about the strength on display there? Even when you whack Bagley, he's outstanding at fighting through it. Well, some ups and downs for Marvin Bagley in that rookie campaign with the Kings, but you could see the flashes of potential and the tremendous work ethic when he was out on that floor.
That's good from Bagley. And with Bagley, the mobility he showed for his size is really what impresses you.
And that blend of size and speed is why many feel like he could play across the entire front line. Wasn't in the Rookie of the Year race, but in a few years, he could be right there with the best of the best from that 2018 class.
He's doing what he can do to pull them closer, but it's not enough. He needs more help.
Conley, the pass to Bagley. Dishes it to Mitchell. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And now a look at the upcoming schedule for the Utah Jazz. On Friday, they'll be facing Drew Holiday and the New Orleans Pelicans. And then on Saturday, they'll be taking on Jonas Valanciunas and the Memphis Grizzlies. And he makes the first.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
I love Donovan Mitchell's versatility as a scorer. Half court, in transition, at the line, adapts his game to whatever the night calls for.
Here's Murray. Bagley with the rebound. Bagley's got his 7th rebound here tonight.
They keep calling his number, which is partly how they dug this hole. This is who you want leading that play. A sure passer with great awareness.
Collins against Brown. Scored the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
And that's where Brown is at his best, a muscular beast who loves finishing strong through the contact.
Bobbed up there for Collins.
Yeah, nice silky finish on the alley-oop from the stupendous feed.
That sequence couldn't have been executed any better. Brown outside. Conley kicks to Porter. Good ball movement here by the Nuggets. Brown against Collins. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That one on Collins.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Shooting 2.
And the first one at the line is good. Jokic has checked in for Noah Vonleh. And Brown drops them both. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Conley, the pass to Collins. Conley scanning the floor over Murray. Conley's shot is off.
Trying to finish out the game strong. You have to recognize who has the hot hand and get him the ball.
And the way Brown sprints toward the rim makes defenses nervous. He's so adept at drawing contact on his way to the bucket.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw, no good. And he's good on the second. So So it's the Jazz now. Following this one, they get to host the Pelicans. And that's game 2 of this string of 4 games played at home. And it's blocked by Brown. Here's Porter. Feeds to Grant. And the dunk by Grant.
And how about that? What a sensational finish.
Hey, you got to be able to get some hang time to do that one. Utah calls timeout.
And the medical red flags for Michael Porter Jr. caused him to slide to the Nuggets in the 2018 draft. 2 back surgeries in less than a year. An injury suffered initially in his sophomore year of high school. The risk is there, but if his body holds up, potentially a star in the making.
On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, during the break, I listened in on Quinn Snyder's huddle. His demeanor was not one of a coach whose team was well ahead. He said this is the time to turn up the heat, make one final push, and try to close out strong. We'll see if they were listening, guys.
Jokic finds Porter. Down to 5 on the shot clock. From deep. That shot missing. The Jazz go the other way with it. Outside Conley. Now the dish to Bagley. Back to Conley. Over Murray. Makes good on the step-back jumper. And the Jazz lead by 17.
And that set them apart today, guys. Their success with the mid-range.
Jokic kicks to Grant. The three-pointer off the mark.
Yeah, that old adage about being too wide open, not a thing. He just missed it.
And finished off by Collins.
That time, a lot of young guys would have jacked up a shot. Patience. Man flashes open. Mitchell delivers the basketball on time.
And it's Grant in the corner. Collins grabs the miss. Collins has got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. And Bagley able to finish.
And the dogged attitude of Bagley. When shots go up, he wants to be the first to pounce on misses.
Can they get it? And it's Jokic missing. Utah leading by 21. Conley up top. Jokic defending. Conley, the pass to Bagley. That's in there. Conley with the assist. Conley's got 5 assists in the game.
Finding a man wide open, Mike Conley does an exceptional job of leading this team.
Denver calls timeout.
Last season, Mike Conley became the Grizzlies' all-time leader in points scored. He was already first in assists, steals, and three-pointers.
for our Jordan Player of the Game, Donovan Mitchell.
And Kevin, it's a no-brainer. He's controlled every aspect of this game, and it's just so fun to see a player perform at a level that's just higher than anyone else out on the floor.
This is as good a game as we've seen him play, and this crowd can't get enough of it. When he explodes like this, it becomes a special atmosphere in here. Murray kicks to Brown. Denver passing it around. Here's Jokic. And he can't stop this drought. Another miss. And Smitty, when it's all said and done, Mike Conley's jersey has to go in the Memphis Raptors.
Absolutely. Over a decade in a Grizzlies uniform, he helped lead them to the best years in franchise history.
Clock at 4. Bogdanovich passes to Bagley. And there's the feed to Collins. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Because he's played a lot of undersized 5, Collins has learned exactly how to get you in the air with that pump fake.
The first one falls.
Well, coming into the league, John Collins mostly an around the rim scorer. His development as a shooter giving him more versatility.
Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. And so Collins nails both of them. And at Wake Forest, Collins a solid mid-range shooter. But you know what, Smitty? He has stretched his range now beyond the arc.
Kevin, credit his work ethic. A power dunker, but he's not content to live inside.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Jazz.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year. And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Donovan Mitchell.
Shouldering the load for them all night offensively. He came in focused, ready to go, and he delivered.
2 points. That one goes.
And you know they feel good giving their fans a show here while taking care of business.
They're going to win by a nice margin. The effort was there all night.
Ariza kicks to Craig. High arcing shot, rebounded by the Jazz. Earlier in the game, they held a 25-point lead. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Passes it to Williams-Goss. Lets it go with a 3. Craig pulls it in. He dishes it to Morris. In the corner, Daniels. And so it's Utah easily grabbing the win. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches of excellent defense. Potency from an offensive standpoint as well. They were pretty much dominant.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much, Mike. Congrats on the win. It looked like you guys stayed with your identity tonight. You think so?
Yeah, we wanted to just play our game, you know, stick to what we do best, get the ball inside, score in the paint, just try to make easy plays. And I think that's what we did, and we're able to just build off of that.
You guys are one of the best teams at staying to what you do. Congrats on the win. Back to you, Kevin.
David, thank you as always. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Steve Smith, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us. So long and good night, everyone.
Defensive aspect of the game as he needs to. His steals have dropped over the past few months, and he needs to get back some of that fire on D.
And the starting group for the Spurs. They've got Horford. White is out there with Fred VanVleet. Then it's Ivica Zubac. And it's Leonard in at the 3 spot. And for the Warriors, Curry and Clay, the Splash Brothers, in the backcourt. Green is out there with Nurkic. And it's Thibault in at the 3. Leonard, no luck.
Golden opportunity that he can't make good on. Maybe a wake-up call to the D, though. They can't leave him alone like that.
Curry from deep three-point land. Rebounded by the Spurs. Last time they met was in San Antonio.
Yeah, a really close game between these two in that last matchup. It took a total team effort for them to get the win.
Yeah, and without all the points they got off the bench, I mean, there's no way they could win that game. I mean, he was the 6th man to the rescue.
And Thompson gets it to go. Big conference rivalry tonight, Chris. Think back to some of your legendary bouts between, say, your Sacramento team and the LA Lakers.
Oh, man, my ears are ringing right now. I got the cowbells ringing in my ears just from you saying that. But
pretty exciting, wasn't it?
Yeah, oh, man, it was awesome. But it's not just another game. Your pride is involved, and it's about your standings in the conference. And also, it's about fan bragging rights. So for us, you know, it was like the Battle of California. We wanted people in Sacramento to be able to walk around in L.A. and say, hey, we're the best right now.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Here's White. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's going to be on Yusuf Nurkic.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
The Spurs shooting their initial free throws of the game right here.
And just last season, they were at about 82% from the free throw line. So those numbers are always going to be positive.
And that one falls for White.
Chris, you think back to the Warriors as a franchise when you played for them, both as a rookie and a vet. How have things changed?
Well, I think it's a difference, you know, in the approach from ownership. I think that's huge. But the fans, they've always come out. They've always been some of the best fans in the league. And the Warriors franchise has come so far since being a bottom-dwelling team.
The Warriors have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. It's Curry outside.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
To the inside, VanVleet takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you had to bring much faster help than that.
Curry passes to Nurkic. Misses the layup. Last game for the Warriors, it was a loss to the Nets. Outside Leonard. White with it. Now Green defending. White the pass to Horford. So they take the lead.
Well, that's why you have to consider Horford as one of the game's best bigs. His ability to finish through contact like he does there is what makes him so special.
Thompson against White. Outside Curry. That's in. Coming off the assist from Thompson.
He's just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
VanVleet with it. Here's Zubac. 6 to shoot. Over Green. Another shot. Horford. And 3 chances on that possession, but they just couldn't find a way to score. Now here's Curry, covered by VanVleet. Down low. Here's Green. It's hauled in by Zubac.
A fantastic effort on D to get up in his face and deny the layup.
And it's Leonard missing. And so Green will bring it up for the Warriors. Now here's Curry. There's the triple. Rebound, Kawhi Leonard.
His field goal percentage has dipped this quarter. I mean, his movement has to be better. He has to find the open spots on the floor.
Inside. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Great D that time from Curry. Here's Thibault. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
Shooting 2.
And he knocks down the first one. And some changes here for the Warriors. Mike Muscala is checked in for Nurkic. Marquise Chris comes in for Draymond Green. And it's Waiters in for Klay Thompson. The Spurs also changing it up. Jakob Poeltl's checked in for Zubats. Jay Crowder comes in for Al Horford. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Derek White. And he makes the first but misses the second. Hey, Chris, with Dirk retiring, who now has the best fadeaway, you think, in the game from the post position?
It's a man that stole his move. Now, he didn't need to steal it. He just added on to his game. He's a great person. He's not a thief, but he uses that one-leg kick fadeaway, and he's the same height as Dirk. Oh, that's Kevin Durant, the best fadeaway in the game, period.
Towns is developing a nice one, too.
Oh, you know what? I love Towns' games inside, and what makes Towns so good is that he can fade away over the right shoulder. And you know why that makes it so tough? Because he can come over the left shoulder with a jump hook. Most guys with the best fadeaways, they have a counter that already gets you hung in on that counter, and then when you're thinking about that original move, bam, they hit you with the fadeaway.
Van Vliet with it. Curry meets him. Poeltl kicks to Leonard. 13 feet away. Good on the bucket. Leonard's got his second bucket tonight.
Yeah, and from mid-range, Leonard's jump shot is money. It doesn't matter if it's off the dribble or catch and shoot. He never loses his touch.
Love to see him battling in there. Go get it, little fella.
Now here's Van Vliet. Defense right on him. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Now here's Curry, covered by Van Vliet. And here is Curry. The long distance 3 is buried. Curry's got 6 points.
That's a shot that Curry can make in his sleep. Amazing how smooth he is from distance.
Here's Van Vliet, and he uses the glass on the layup.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
And the Warriors decide to take their first timeout here.
Every timeout, a chance to review the lineups, matchups, or call a play.
Now, that's what coaches are paid to do, right? I mean, curious to see what they go with here.
A different look now for San Antonio. Trey Lyles checked in for Kawhi Leonard, and Walker subbed in for Fred Van Vliet. Pass to Thibault. Waiters outside. From past the arc. Rebound San Antonio. 1:05 left here in the first quarter. Here is Forbes. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. And off there, he misses his first shot of the night. Pass to Chris. Trying his luck from deep. Good on the three-point shot. And the Warriors lead by 3.
The touch is there. Next comes the consistency. Chris wants to be seen as a threat from deep.
Walker taking his time here. And a little luck that time, but it drops.
Easy little jumper for him right there, guys.
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Waiters outside. Over to the wing. Here's Bowman. Another 3 for Golden State.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
To the paint. Here's Lyles. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And so the first quarter is in the books. Warriors lead by 4. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2. All the great Golden State Warriors scores. Draymond Green spoke about feeding the hot hand.
I think there are times where one of the guys needs to take more shots, and sometimes where we can be a little bit too unselfish. You know, if one guy thinks, hey, man, I'm taking too many shots, let me get someone else involved. But if you got it going, we all want you to shoot.
Well, why not? Green knows that, Greg, if you're in the zone, keep firing.
And with his unselfishness and vision, Green more often than not is the one setting the table.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And the Warriors, guys, what jumps out to you in this game, stats-wise?
Just stretching out the floor that first. They had the defense scrambling.
But just wearing them out. I mean, when you space the floor like this, the defense has to run and expend energy.
On the court for San Antonio here in the second. Trey Lyles out there with Jakob Poeltl. Then it's Jay Crowder, and it's Walker in at the shooting guard.
Some great awareness being shown by Crowder. Spotted the open man and made a fantastic dish.
Muscala pass to Waiters. It's hauled in by Lyles. San Antonio trailing here. And out of Marquette, Jay Crowder. Greg, a sturdy two-way wing player.
A great system player and glue guy. He had his best years with the Celtics. On the final year of this contract, a great value considering what he brings to the table.
And the guard, Bryn Forbes, won back-to-back state championships as a high schooler in the state of Michigan. A couple years at Cleveland State, then transferred back to the state of Michigan and played at Michigan State.
And after that time at Michigan State, he went undrafted, but Kevin really has developed into a steady rotation player in the NBA. And by the way, quite a knockdown shooter.
And the first one drops. Well, if teams are getting shaken up a bit, coach is usually the first to go, get fired. Do you think teams get too trigger happy with that aspect, coach first and then looking at the team?
Yeah, I do. But unfortunately, if you're the head of the team, that's the responsibility, and that's kind of that's your job to take all of the heat. Being a coach is such a thankless job. You don't get thanked unless you win the championship. If not, it's like, good job. Okay, we don't care about the fires you put out. We don't care about the players you develop. We don't care about the chemistry you built. You didn't win, and so yeah, coaches are usually the first to go, and it's unfair. But hopefully they have some connections and they have a good resume, because they'll be back around somewhere else. They'll pop up somewhere else.
They sure will. And good that time. And that's now 7 points for Klay Thompson.
We always talk about Thompson's perimeter shooting, but there, he showed some real toughness inside.
Raiders against Walker from outside the arc. No good on that one. And it's the Warriors taking it the other way. Green passes to Thompson. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Green's got 3 assists in the game. Spurs trail by 4. Here is Forbes. Good work there as it goes. Forbes has got 4 points in the quarter.
And every once in a while, he'll show up and give you some great moves around the hoop.
Bowman passes to Thompson. And another three for Golden State.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triples.
Outside, Walker. Passes it to Lyles. Here's Horford. Rebound by Nurkic. Nurkic has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Green, no luck.
Nobody even close to him, and he can't believe he doesn't knock it down.
Warriors leading by 5. And the pass to Bowman. Now Nurkic shoots over Lyles. Again, Golden State.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game. Stephen Curry's checked in for the Warriors. So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. Zubac is checked in for Trey Lyles. Kawhi Leonard comes in for Jay Crowder. Derek White's checked in for Walker. And it's Fred VanVleet in for Bryn Forbes. VanVleet passes to Zubac. He feeds it to White. Nurkic with the steal. And here we go with Waiters running it up the court. He dishes it to Curry. Jacks up a 3. The shot, no good. And the Spurs going the other way now. Here's VanVleet. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Oh, such a field shot there, the floater.
And only 6 feet tall in shoes, Fred VanVleet's not the biggest, but his toughness great. His toughness, mentally and physically, is unquestioned.
And Kevin, growing up in Rockford, Illinois, gave him that perspective. Friends and family gone too soon. Basketball was the path to something better.
On the free throw, no good. And here's Green. He'll bring it up for Golden State. It's a 5-point game. On the wing, Green. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That one on Horford.
With that violent pinball style, Draymond draws a high number of fouls inside.
It's his first trip to the line.
Shooting 2.
First free throw is good. While the NBA is entertainment, you know, Chris, it also can have a very social impact in a positive ways. Guys like Kyle Korver have spoken out. The Jazz took action last season. Chris, how do you feel the league has responded to issues like discrimination?
Well, I think the league has done a wonderful job, better than any league. First of all, we acknowledge it. We don't just throw it under the rug and say there's no problem here. And that may be the toughest, to be able to acknowledge that. And then secondly, to make quick, sweeping decisions, I think has also been awesome too. But I don't think any league in the history of sports has had more players speak up for issues in society than ours. Let's go back to Bill Russell and others, the way that they started the game and came in. We have to love it, and I love the fact that the league is not scared of the narrative, and we work together. And by the way, that Kyle Korver article was so awesome. It was so vulnerable for him to write that. And when you have players like that, no matter what color, that are selfless, to speak out to make society better, then it's not just good for the game, but it's great for all of us. So kudos to Kyle, the Jazz, and everyone doing all they can do to make things better for everyone.
Absolutely. Leonard kicks to Van Vliet. Back to Leonard. Good, and Van Vliet gets the assist. Leonard's got 6.
And since he's wide open, he's got time to add a little style with the fadeaway.
The jump hook, and the shot goes in. Nurkic has got the lead up to 7 now for the Warriors.
Such a smart read by Curry. He has an uncanny ability to know whenever one of his guys is open.
Pass to White. He kicks to Horford. Hits the three-point bomb. Horford's got his second basket.
Sometimes trailing in the game, players get sucked into trying to make that home run play.
The feed to Thompson. And it's Thompson with the jam.
Taking the opportunity to explode to the bucket and punish the rim. Thompson, he'll take the easy ones when he can get them.
Pass to Van Vliet. Back to White. Pass to Zubats. Shoots over Curry. That one's in there. The Warrior lead is cut down to just 4 points with the bucket from Zubats.
And look at how quick he was to bite on the pump fake. Left his feet way too soon.
Poked away. In transition, here comes San Antonio from about 16. And the Spurs scoring again.
It was a tough first quarter for him, but it's been a different story here in the second.
Now a timeout called by Golden State. Spurs making a switch here. Hurdle's checked in.
A moment here now to see the numbers for Kawhi Leonard. Coming off a terrific season. 6th in scoring. And, of course, he's got a nose for the ball. He ranked in the top 10 in steals last season.
And back to his points per game average last year. He literally propped up the team's offense whenever they needed. Chris gets the bucket.
And this is where Chris does a considerable amount of damage. Feels comfortable taking those interior shots.
Count it, and the Warrior lead has been cut down to 1 on the bucket from Van Vliet.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all too often. You have to be willing to put in the work.
Thompson inside the line. Rebound, San Antonio. Leonard's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's White up and in on the layup. Guys back and forth this first half.
And this could continue to go back and forth the entire way.
The pass to Muscala. Here's Thibault. Rebound, Kawhi Leonard. Leonard's got his 5th rebound in this one. The shot and game clock separated by 4. Pass to Pirtle. Leonard with the ball. Shot clock at 6. Misses the wing J.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
You're exactly right. I mean, that's the kind of shot you're trying to work for at the offensive end.
And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. It's San Antonio up by 1. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much. Draymond, of course, not unusual to see you going up against bigger players. So how do you take advantage of that offensively?
I mean, you just got to take advantage of mismatches. You know, most of the time there's a big guy on me If not, there's usually somebody trying to switch off. You know, I just got to know when to pop and just take advantage of the mismatches.
You've done just that in the first half. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny, and a favorite time of the year as we're halfway through one of the first games of this fresh NBA season. A pretty close game for the Spurs throughout the first quarter. They only had a couple rough stretches, and as the first period came to a close, they had a 4-point deficit. In the second quarter, they erased what had been a fairly big deficit at one point, and now here they are sitting on a 1-point halftime lead. Kenny, what was your take on San Antonio?
You can see where the priorities are. Rebounding, and then more rebounding. They made a concerted effort to get the glass clean.
Shaq, what are your thoughts on Golden State?
They played some solid team basketball, Ernie. Pretty good. They were sharing the ball. We saw some nice feeds, a lot of movement. It wasn't 5 individuals out there. It was one cohesive unit, and they got the assist to show for it. Their rhythm was nice.
And that should do it. With the second half about to begin, let's send you back to Kevin Harlan. Go back to Kevin Harlan. Go. Just go over there.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Klay Thompson has been sensational.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Yeah, working the ball, getting clean, quality looks. I mean, just efficient basketball through and through.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Curry and Klay, the Splash Brothers, in the backcourt. Nurkic is out there with Green, and it's Thibault in at the 3 slot. That's the Warriors' 5. Over in the corner, Green. No good on the shot, a bit long that time.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Here's Van Vliet. Warriors with the rebound.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
Excellent D, avoiding fouling and got in the perfect position to alter the shot.
Pass to Zubac. Kicks it to White. Passes to Horford. Over Curry. Horford no luck. And here's Curry, who brings it up for the Golden State Warriors. They haven't given up any points here in the second half.
That's a shot they're always happy to get, even when he blows the finish.
And there's the pass to White. Now, here's Zubac, guarded by Curry. Pass to Van Vliet. Right wing. Horford has a wide open look. Here's Zubac. Nurkic with the block.
His coaches and teammates like this type of energy. Nurkic demonstrating that he could be an anchor on the defense.
One thing about Curry you have to admire, Greg, he never wants the spotlight to himself, even as a leader of his team. He always wants his teammates to shine as well.
You think back to when Klay was trying to break Curry's three-point record last season. Curry was not only cheering for him, but actively setting him up to make it happen. That camaraderie Curry shows is why his teammates love him.
First one falls for him.
Well, everyone has already agreed that Curry is a generational talent and one of the greatest shooters of all time. I mean, at this point, he is just climbing up the all-time list in NBA history. I mean, it's a robust resume.
Looking at who's out there now for the Spurs. Trey Lyles comes in for Ivica Zubac. And it's Lonnie Walker in for White. And with Curry, the titles, the unanimous MVPs, Chris, it's hard to argue he's not one of the best ever.
Yeah, Kevin, what stands out to me is just how much he's changed the game. I mean, when you alter how teams approach the game and how kids practice at home, he's made the three just as big as the dunk.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Yeah, fans around the league love to hate Draymond Green for how outspoken he is, but I honestly believe the hate fuels Green. He loves to play the bad guy.
The Warriors have shot a good percentage from the free throw line so far. They've made 5 out of 6.
And when you look at their numbers from a season ago, 80% as a unit, that's something you'll be happy with.
And the first one at the line is good. And C-Webb, as you were talking about with Draymond Green, he's embraced the role in the past of villain in the NBA. But he said during the playoffs last year he wants to change his ways.
Yeah, right. We'll see. Draymond will irk opposing players and fans alike. But that's just a part of what makes him so effective. I mean, he's the ultimate example of a player who you love when he's on your team and you hate when he's not.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
And Forbes kicks to Horford. Left side, Crowder. San Antonio needs to get off a shot here. But they get it back. Wiles against Nurkic. Here's Horford. San Antonio again missing.
Well, he had 1 3-pointer in the first half, but so far in the second, he's come up with goose eggs.
Curry passes to Nurkic. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Nurkic has got the lead up to 8 now for the Warriors.
The closer Nurkic is to the basket, the more dangerous he is. A solid interior scorer.
And Forbes kicks to Horford. Pass to Lyles. Over Green. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. The Spurs shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight.
Shooting 2.
Free throws good, Lyles. And the Warriors making a change here. Waiters is checked in. Good on both. Here's Green. 7 points in the game. Outside Curry. He kicks to Nurkic. Waiters outside. Clock at 6. And another basket for Golden State.
How about that move? You'll see very few players able to pull off. Just sensational stuff.
And a wide open look for Walker. San Antonio again missing. Curry passes to Green. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Walker against Curry. Passes it to Lyles. Crowder feeling it out a bit. Outside, Walker. Shoots over Curry. Walker's shot is off. Here's Golden State. Big run right now going for him, 11-2. Bowman passes to Waiters. Nurkic trying to get open. Got a hand on it. Left side, Crowder. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And you talk about a culture builder. Jay Crowder is a guy who is not content with losing ball games. He's a competitor, and that rubs off on his teammates.
The Spurs have made 6 of their 7 attempts at the line in this one.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw good, Crowder. Muscala, he's checked in for the Warriors. Chris comes in for Green. The Spurs also changing it up. Pirtle comes in for Al Horford. And it's Fred VanVleet in for Walker. That one is no good. Warriors leading by 7. And Waiters has it in the corner. And the Warriors miss again. San Antonio's gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. 13 feet away. And that one hits back iron.
Oh, defense, they just took that possession off. I mean, they get away with it that time, but they got to show some more aggression.
Chris finds Waiters. A three-pointer, no good.
And it's just one of those days, guys. He has just struggled to shoot the basketball.
Forbes the pass to VanVleet. Puts up a 3. And the rebound by Nurkic. Nurkic has got rebound number 11 for him here tonight. Crowder against Curry. Nurkic the pass to Curry. No good from outside.
When the defense forgets about him on the perimeter, they're playing with fire. Lucky they don't get burned here.
Wiles kicks to Crowder. Whistle blows. Bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
That foul's got to be a lot harder than that if you're going to try to prevent Crowder from scoring there.
And this is his second trip to the line in the game. Thompson, he's checked in for Nurkic. San Antonio also making some changes. Leonard, he's checked in for Lyles. And it's White in for Bryn Forbes. And it's Curry with the ball, bringing it up for the Golden State Warriors. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. And Waiters kicks to Thompson. And again, it's the Warriors missing. White against Thompson. Curry with the steal. Waiters outside. Back to Curry. Yep, it counts. Curry's got 10 points.
Taking the hit, still making them pay. Steph with tremendous toughness.
Takes it from 10. That one's in there. The Warrior lead is cut down to 4 again on the bucket from Pirtle. Golden State's gone outside a lot tonight. 17 times, in fact. 7 of 17. Outside Curry. Baseline try, and he knocks down the jumper. Curry's got 6 points in the quarter.
I mean, look, the ball handling, the shot making. Curry just operating at a whole different level.
The pass to White. Back to VanVleet. There's the 3. That shot off. So Golden State will take it the other way. The shot and game clock separated by 4. Waiters passes to Thompson. Now Muscala. He's still scoreless so far in this one. 5 to shoot. Waiters no luck. VanVleet with it. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's the Golden State Warriors with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. A good size advantage, and they'll look to increase it. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
It makes it a tough play to defend because you also have to guard against him taking it himself.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. A moment now to reset the lineups, brought to us by Gatorade. All fueled up here for the fourth quarter. On the floor for San Antonio, we've got Kawhi Leonard, Fred VanVleet out there with Derek White. Then there's Jakob Poeltl, and it's Zubac in at the center, locking down the middle.
And when Poeltl sees one of his guys wide open, he whips it his way. He's all for doing what's best for the team.
Right side Curry. That's good from Stephen Curry.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
Pass to Poeltl. Outside White. Pass to Leonard. Fades back. And another basket for San Antonio.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
And that's why they're running plays for him. They're getting him the ball and letting him go to work. Can't quite find his three-point touch in the second half yet. He had 2 in the first half, but still none since the break.
White the pass to Zubac. VanVleet with it. And Curry picks him up defensively. And there's the call on Klay Thompson. That is his first foul of the game. Draymond Green, he's checked in for the Warriors. The Spurs also with the sub. Al Horford's checked in for Poeltl. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the fourth quarter. Zubac kicks to Horford. White up top. Here's Zubac. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Green dishes to Curry. Passes it to Chris. Back to Curry. 4 on the clock. And that one drops for him. Curry's got 10 points here in the second half.
You can't take Curry lightly inside. He's not the biggest guy. He's exceptionally crafty.
Outside White. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Horford the pass to Leonard. And that's going to be a travel. And a moment now to check out who the Warriors have coming up on their schedule. On Saturday, they'll be matching up against Giannis Antetokounmpo and the Milwaukee Bucks. Then on Monday, they'll be matching up against DeMar DeRozan and the Toronto Raptors. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Stolen by VanVleet. Feeds it to White. Count the basket and the foul. That one on Thompson.
And how about the grit and determination in the post? I mean, essential qualities to have late in a close game.
Warriors leading by 3. Fourth quarter keeps moving right along. 3 minutes gone so far. Chris with it. Working on Zubac. Chris can't hit. For San Antonio, they've gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Here's Van Vliet, up and in from the low block. And now just a 1-point Warrior lead. And so Curry will bring it up for the Warriors. Timeout called the Warriors.
And we come back to it again and again. If you're just looking at points and rebounds, you really miss Al Horford's impact. It goes way deeper than the box score.
And the Warriors making a change here. Nurkic is checked in. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Hey, guys, I was able to catch the message Steve Kerr gave to his team. He said, this is what we play for, fellas. Let's knock them on their heels right out of the timeout. Show them how much you want it. Go get it. He really is fired up about this game, Kevin.
And some detractors have looked at Horford's stats, and Greg, they said he's not an all-star. Even Sports Talk Radio calling him average Al.
Nonsense. I mean, still a great defender, efficient scorer, elite passer as well for a big man. Then you get to his leadership. Big Al is the total package.
As great as he is offensively, Kevin, Al Horford is even better on defense. Not a volume shot blocker or rebounder, but he's strong, agile, and always in the right place.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he makes the first. And Chris, at the defensive end, so much of it is communication and positioning.
Yeah, offense is trying to force rotations and force mistakes. Horford doesn't take plays off, and his recognition is a step ahead.
So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses.
Yeah, being down 2 points instead of 1 thanks to the free throw miss makes getting a stop here absolutely critical.
Nurkic the pass to Thibault. Great D that time from Leonard.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
Yeah, Greg, that's just great defense, forcing his man into a difficult attempt. Even from that range, the floater is one of the toughest shots in the game.
The Warriors have gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. Curry kicks to Thompson. Here's Nurkic. Out to Thompson. 6 on the shot clock. It's deflected. Here's Green. Good on the 13-footer.
And when Draymond sets his feet, catches, and releases in rhythm, watch out.
Now here's Van Vliet. Floats one up. Great D that time from Nurkic. Green the pass to Curry. Thompson outside. Back to Curry. From the arc. Knocks down the 3-ball. Curry's got 7 now in this quarter.
He logs his first 3 of the second half after nailing 2 in the first. They don't want to let this fella get going.
And here is Van Vliet. And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not very careful there. Now here's Curry. He's guarded closely from downtown. Kawhi Leonard comes up with the rebound. Spurs trail by 5. White the pass to Van Vliet. Shot clock at 6. kicks to Horford. Launches it. Offensive rebound, Spurs. Zubac, that's good.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
Oh, it's simple. When you fail to put a body on someone, you're inviting a breakdown on the defensive glass.
Here's Curry. Launches a three. He's off on that one. White looking around. And finished off by Horford.
Everybody knew the ball was going to Horford in that situation because he routinely makes big shots. He has no fear.
Now here's Curry, covered by Van Vliet. Curry passes to Thybulle. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Curry's got his 5th assist in this one. Leonard on the wing. Leonard draws the double. He kicks it to Horford. And it's Horford again missing.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Now here's Curry. D right on him. Now the pass to Thybulle. Kept alive. Second shot opportunity. And foul on the shot. So he'll get a chance at the line.
280 pounds. I mean, Nurkic, he's a handful to deal with at times. I mean, you better foul him.
He drops the first one, and that puts them up by 5.
Still young with loads of upside. Nurkic is comfortable playing the enforcer. I mean, you can tell he wants to keep improving.
And so he drops them both. It's a 6-point ball game.
And as long as they can keep doing that kind of work at the foul line, this lead will be safe.
San Antonio calls timeout. They're trailing by 6. 36 seconds left in the 4th quarter of this one. Guys, your thoughts?
Yeah, trying to get back in this thing, they need a score.
Yeah, and quick. No room for error, no time to waste.
The presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Stephen Curry.
And the way he's made his mark with his work inside, he's just been a slasher tonight. Always moving, getting to the basket at will, and just seemingly taking advantage of a D that was reluctant to get in his way.
White against Thompson. And he overdid it there. Too much force, it looked like, on the foul, and he's called for the flagrant.
Boy, a very hard foul that time, and the officials had to slap him with the flagrant. I mean, you can't let him get away with that kind of contact.
Yeah, gee, that's an easy call for the officials to make when there's that much contact. The league is really cracking down on those sort of plays. So the first one drops, and that brings them within 5. And both free throws good for White. San Antonio calls timeout. They trail by 4. 27 seconds left to play here in the 4th. Here's Van Vliet. Great D that time from Nurkic. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Yeah, you know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
It's the first, and that puts them up by 5.
And what you admire about Curry is how easily the game comes to him. But he's earned that. He works so hard, he can play with such a carefree attitude.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game.
No time to waste on this possession.
Yeah, they got to get into the play fast and execute. It's your only hope.
And count it, the shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
And he's got the athleticism and strength to be a powerful presence inside. Leonard never afraid to get in and mix it up down low.
One shot.
A free throw good from Kawhi Leonard.
And the soft-spoken Leonard is now an elite talent in this league, an athletic forward who leads by example. No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
Good on the first, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 5-point game.
With a chance to ice the game, he's got perfect focus at the line. You could put this one in the books.
And he commits the intentional foul. First free throw is good, and that increases their lead to 6. So he gets them both, and it's a 7-point game. So we see the Warriors get the win here. Probably. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that about wraps it up. For David Aldridge, Greg let's take a look at the Bulls opening lineup. Levine at the 2 with Porter at the 3. Anthony is out there with Allen, and it's Nunn in at the 1 spot. And for the Knicks, Portis is out there with Durant. Then it's Barrett. Then there's Allen. And it's Gibson in at center. Opening night, Brent, always exciting. Technically, every team is undefeated with a lot of hope.
You're just fired up. I mean,
I am fired
The
up.
NBA never stops, Kevin. We know this, right?
Isn't it great, though? I'm so glad it doesn't stop.
The offseason is just absolutely ridiculously exciting.
So fun.
So much movement and hope for franchises that, have struggled for a long time. And here we go. Hope springs eternal. It's opening night.
Here's Nunn. Passes it to Levine. Kicks it to Porter. Good ball movement here by the Bulls. A floater and contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's on R.J. Barrett.
And in flashes, Levine has shown he can be a star. Now, he has to put it all together on a consistent basis.
No good on that one. You just watch Levine play, and you can see the athleticism he possesses. Greg just explodes anytime he wants to.
And guys, with Levine, the speed and first step have always been there for him. But you can see the strength he's added to his game since his rookie year whenever he goes at the rim.
And Coach Jim Boylan agreeing to a multi-year extension with the Bulls this summer, Greg.
And taking that interim tag off his title as head coach, Boylan, with over 30 years of coaching experience, afforded the opportunity to continue developing this young core.
Now, here's Portis. 20 points for him last game against the Hawks in Atlanta. Allen's shot is off. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, I had a chance to talk with head coach Jim Boylan. And facing one of the best scorers in NBA history in Kevin Durant, he knows it won't be easy. It'll be physical, but he said KD is stronger than he looks. And that is true. Kevin, back to you.
Thanks, David.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Levine trying to free himself up, and that one's good by Porter.
You don't want to ever give up points on the boards. That's the lesson for the team there. That's a hustle play to save points.
Allen outside, lets it go from deep. Chicago grabs the miss.
That's 0 for 4 now. Time to slow it down and maybe get the best possible shot the next time down.
Pass to Levine. Porter dishes to Levine. Allen trying to break free. Levine can't hit.
He may not be the strongest inside presence in the league, but still, he's got to convert from there.
Back to KD. And KD throws it down.
No better way to fire up your teammates. Durant showing good athleticism on the Monster Jam.
First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes played. Here's Nunn, defended by Allen. Outside, Levine. Pass to Carmelo. It's tipped. Moves back up. He doesn't hit that one. And New York will come the other way.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Barrett, and the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
Man, sometimes it feels like Barrett wants it more than anyone else on the floor.
It's good.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Are you asking me, GA? I'm not sure.
KD on the wing. Over Porter, and Durant gets it to go. The assist from Barrett. KD's got his second bucket of the night.
Vintage KD. Quick trigger on the catch and shoot.
Nunn passes to Porter. Six to shoot. Releases from 15. The rebound by Gibson.
Well, mid-range is where he makes the money. So when the D's slow to get out on him, always surprising to see him miss from there.
Anthony with it, picked up by Portis. Lets it fly from 18. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him.
Carmelo likes to get to the pull-up. He uses that dribble so very well at establishing space and then lets it rip.
Now here's Allen. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Here's Nunn. Low block shot, and that one's good by Porter.
Fleshing out his game more and more. I really like seeing Porter go to work inside.
And the Knicks decide to take their first time out here. When it comes to hustle and effort, who would you put on the floor to get those 50-50 balls that are just so important, and sometimes, you know, with the win or loss in the balance?
And I watch Kawhi Leonard, and even though he's a superstar player, there's still some efficiency in his action to go and get that ball.
He just never stops.
He never stops. And so, yeah, he might not get dirty, but he doesn't have to because he outsmarts everybody else to get to it. And we have scrappy guys like Marcus Smart and Patrick Beverly, who we've talked about as being nuisances on the court. But, you know, those guys are invaluable to any coaching staff. And when they have those kind of plays, it just gets everybody going and brings a level of energy back to the game.
It does energize it. You're exactly right. And a new group in for the Knicks. Maurice Harkless is checked in for Gibson. Jake Layman comes in for Kevin Durant. Reggie Bullock, he's checked in for Barrett. And it's Turner in for Allen. Here's Layman. And here is Harkless. It's Portis, high post. Trains it from beyond the arc.
I think the defense has more concerns out there on the floor, and they give him a good open look from the perimeter.
Here's Nunn. No points in the game yet for him. It's rebounded by New York.
And that was almost a block. Still did enough to alter the shot.
Yeah, altering the shot, just as long as there's a miss, that kind of energy not wasted.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range. Wow, look at how quick he flashes to the rim there for the finish.
1:58 left to play in the first quarter. Left side, Turner from 10 feet out. That one's not going to go. And Chicago will go the other way with the ball. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And Kennard came into the league viewed mostly as a shooter, but he's been able to provide much more than that.
I mean, better than you think when he puts the ball on the floor. Learning how to lean into defenders and step back to open up the shot is a better playmaker than he gets credit for, and we should see him take on a larger role as he develops.
The first free throw is good. Denzel Valentine, he's checked in for Chicago. And good on the second, so he makes them both.
Well, the Knicks had a lot of turnover trading for expiring contracts. They did what they could to accommodate the wishes of a lot of vets.
Yeah, the problem right now for the Knicks is they're not inviting to a lot of free agents, and that's really where they're trying to make their play. So fascinating over the course of the past decade that New York has not been able to attract the top-tier talent. So building through the draft, Coach Fizdale hopeful that they'll land a star one way or another.
Here's Milton after the made shot from Bobby Portis. Outside Anthony. It's rebounded by Portis.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Denzel Valentine. That's his first foul. The Knicks making a switch here. Ellington's checked in. There's 49 seconds left in the first quarter. Bullock, good.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Now here's Anthony. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against Orlando.
And he was also a terrific creator in that game as well. His assist totals show you what a fantastic all-around effort it was.
So it's the Knicks now after the Bulls pick up 2. Now Ellington outside Turner. Lock at 6. From deep. But they recover it. Back to Harkless. On the wing, Ellington. And that does it for the first quarter. Bulls out front, up by 4. And don't go away. We'll be back with the action for the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And Kevin Durant talked about his teammates and the versatility this roster has.
I like our depth. I like that we could play, we could play big, we could play small. We can match up with a lot of different teams. And it's just a matter of us going out there and playing consistent basketball. It's easier said than done. But we like who we are right now. We just got to continue to keep getting better.
It's clear KD is very happy playing with this group of guys.
That's why he signed here. But you can bet Durant is going to be leading the charge.
Welcome back to Noche Latina, celebrating the Latin culture and their love for the game of basketball. It just keeps growing. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Bulls?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Yeah, you don't see that all that often, getting down there and doing that much damage in a quarter. You got to respect the game plan.
So the Bulls 5 right now. We've got Valentine, also Anthony out there. And it's Kennard in at the shooting guard. Now here's Harkless. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Here's Lehman. Connects from three-point range.
It's kind of like playing in the rec league. Little to no defense on that possession. And the easiest three-pointer you can imagine.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, we all know that circumstances and time changes everything. In Dallas, Dennis Smith Jr. thought he was going to be the cornerstone. But with the arrival of Luka Doncic, everything changed. The promising point guard was traded to the Knicks, and Smith said it was important. It's a big opportunity, and I've just got to make the most of it. And Kevin, we know one thing in New York, the ball is back in Smith's hands.
And D.A., that's when he is at his best. Thank you. Chicago leading. There's the pass to Gafford. Here's Kennard. Ellington grabs the miss. 2 minutes now played in the second quarter. On the wing, Turner passes to Bullock. New York needs to get off a shot. A shot by Ellington, no good. Bulls have gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. Pass to Gafford. Here's Milton, defended by Harkless. Here's Gafford. Pass to Milton. He feeds it to Carmelo. A second chance effort, and he lays it up and in. Gafford's got his second basket of the night.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
New York calls timeout. In player development, Brent, what are some of the primary things that can be taught?
I think in today's game with a lot of PD coaches are looking at, Kevin, is just decision making, playing out of the pick and roll and coming off into a spot where you're making the correct reads. It's much like, and you cover a lot of football, where you can talk to quarterbacks about their checkdowns.
Yes.
I think you can teach guys how it is that when they come off a screen, what's going to be available to them, and paint pictures for them so that when they're on the floor, they become second nature in terms of their decision making. That can be huge. And then the second thing is always player development, working on confidence in shooting the basketball. You just want guys to feel like whatever shot they're taking, they've got a great chance of making it.
And a new group in for the Knicks. Taj Gibson's checked in for Harkless. Kevin Durant comes in for Jake Layman. It's checked in for Reggie Bullock. And Allen subbed in for Turner. Now here's Allen. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Here's Levine. Good on the 13-footer. And it's a 5-point Bulls lead.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Allen against Gibson. The pass to Ellington. Cans the shot from the wing.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Kicks to Levine. Right block shot. Here's Allen, and Gibson sends it back.
Taj Gibson doing a good job of just getting the hands up, and then the instincts come into play with the block.
And running with a full head of steam, but completely under control.
Yeah, you think he's comfortable at that speed. He's done it so many times before. Just an absolute blur in transition, and that helps get the rhythm going. He just takes advantage of the D in a way that very few players, Kevin, playing today can do.
Allen finds Gibson. Passes it to KD. Tried to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. Here's Levine. Again, Levine missing. Knicks trail by 4. Here's Ellington. That's in, coming off the assist from KD. Ellington's got his second basket of the game.
Well, KD, an awesome job there, just sharing the rock with his teammates.
Allen kicks to Levine. Over Barrett. Again, Levine missing. And so it's Durant with it. He'll bring it up for the New York Knicks. When this game is done, they'll be off to Miami to take on the Heat. That'll be just one game played away from home for them. Allen passes to Durant. He nails it, and we're tied up. Durant's got his third basket of the night right there.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
And at this point, there simply is no doubt that Kevin Durant is one of the great shooters to ever play the game. The only question is just where on the all-time list will he land when we talk about the unstoppable score.
And the whistle blows as the basket counts, and a three-point play chance right here. One free throw coming up. And with Durant, perhaps the most amazing part, he can have quiet nights, Greg, of 30-plus points.
Kevin, his scores are just so easy for him that you forget you aren't supposed to see 7-foot sharpshooters doing it. He can score from anywhere in any fashion and can hold his own with any player in history in terms of how unguardable he is.
And that one misses.
Born in Toronto, Barrett joins a talented group of Canadians who have entered the NBA ranks.
Kick out to Levine. It's stolen by Allen. And it's blocked. Porter against Portis. Down low. Allen passes to Nunn. Back to Allen. Shot clock at 5. The Bulls need to get a shot off here. Got it. Nice one there from Levine.
And masterful possession from Levine. He's so lethal at shooting once he catches it.
Allen passes to Gibson. Porter against Durant. Back to Gibson. Allen right side. Allen with the rebound. Allen's got 8 rebounds in this game.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
Lets it go from 11. Good. He hits the jump shot. And 12 points for Zach LaVine.
Doing a lot of nice work now from the field. He's helped get them this lead, and now he's helped them keep it.
Durant down low. Guarded by Porter. KD's shot is off. Pass to Kennard. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Now it's a 4-point Bulls lead. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure. And their shots are falling now with more regularity than we saw at first.
Outside, Levine. We've got 13 seconds left in the second quarter. 6 to shoot. Pass to Nunn. Pulls up on the wing. Second chance shot. And Allen with the layup. Allen's got his first 2 points of the night.
That's a testament to the effort there on the boards. Never willing to give up on the possession. Finding ways to sniff out the ball.
And so it's Zach LaVine making things happen for the Chicago Bulls. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with them. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Carmelo, first half in the books. What do you need to focus on in the second half to get this win?
Well, just communication and trusting one another. When somebody get beat, the next guy got his back, and we're just trying to get up and down, get going somewhere, somehow. For the most part, we did pretty good. A couple of adjustments on the defensive end. Make some shots, and we'll be fine.
Thanks for your time, Carmelo. We'll see you in the second half. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny, and a favorite time of the year as we're halfway through one of the first games of this fresh NBA season. Zach LaVine led the way in the first half. He had 12 points and 1 block. He has bounced back nicely from what was a tough night for him in their last game. Judging by that first half, he's back to his old self again. And Kenny, what did you think about what you saw from Chicago?
Well, their success was largely about second chance points. They crashed the offensive boards heavy in the first half. I love how they fight for every 50-50 ball like it's the last ball on earth.
And Shaq, what are your thoughts on New York?
Ernie, they're taking way too many threes. The offense has no rhythm. They need to go back to the drawing board. Maybe try to get a little bit more transition, more of the pick and roll. Anything other than shooting that three. It's not going.
And that's a wrap for our halftime show. The third quarter just about to get started.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. You look at Zach LaVine, he's really been playing well.
Really impressed with the shot selection through the first half. Just taking what he can get from the defense.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to the first half and wondering, did he take a low percentage shot? Everything efficient.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Durant is out there with Bobby Portis. Then it's Taj Gibson. Then it's Barrett, and it's Allen in at the point. That's the 5 for New York right now. And Chicago has possession following the shot by Kevin Durant. Here's Nunn, defended by Portis. Nunn passes to Allen, and slam dunk by Allen.
Yeah, but I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Now, here's Barrett. Back to Allen. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And really, the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
And he's got his first free throw of the game. First one falls for him. And Allen drops them both. And here are the Bulls now. 4-point game. When this game is done, they'll be off to Miami to take on the Heat. That'll be the 3rd game of this 3-game road trip. Anthony against Portis. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Gibson's got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Barrett. That one falls. Barrett's got 6.
With defenses usually playing him to drive, Barrett's developed a nice little floater for when he can't get to the rim.
Here's Nunn. He's still scoreless so far in this one. And we're just about a minute and a half into the 3rd quarter of basketball. Allen kicks to Portis. Gibson looking it over for the lead. The shot by KD. No good. For Chicago, they've gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half.
Well, Fizdale, part of those great teams in Miami as an assistant coach with Eric Spoelstra. He coaches with a lot of fire and enthusiasm, is very involved emotionally in what his team does on a daily basis, and it's why a lot of these young players are gravitating towards his coaching style.
It's a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Kevin, before he became a head coach in Memphis and New York, David Fizdale spent 8 seasons as an assistant under Eric Spoelstra in Miami. Now, Spo said he's a brilliant basketball mind that has exceptional gold standard level communication skills. One of the most talented coaches I've been around. So, Kevin, Fizdale is highly respected.
David, he sure is. Great reputation. Now getting his shot. Thank you so much. And New York hoped that Fizdale's likability would be a factor in free agency.
Yeah, I think it's going to help the Knicks as they move forward here. Try to find some stability with their coach. That way David Fizdale and his messaging can remain consistent with the type of players that they try to attract here to Gotham.
And he knocks down the first one.
And the all-star Kevin Durant, a slender, quick-footed forward. He's added a bit of physicality and defensive presence to his game the last couple years.
Looking at who's out there now for the Knicks. Reggie Bullock comes in for Barrett. And Ellington is subbed in for Allen. And Chicago also making a switch. Shake Milton, he's checked in for Levine. And so he makes both from the line. And it was debated for a while, but after last season, Brent, the consensus now seems to be that Kevin Durant is the best player in the league.
Are you putting me on the spot here, Kevin? I mean, I think that's unfair. But if you want to talk about, maybe recency bias, it's the fact that LeBron didn't play a lot of games last year, and the situation that happened in Los Angeles allowed Kevin Durant maybe to get a little bit more shine for what he was doing with the Golden State Warriors. I think that you and I would take either one of them.
Gibson, the shot goes down and he gets this game back to even. Gibson's got his first basket of the night.
Working on the inside, Taj Gibson goes to it. Tremendous at imposing his will down there.
There's the pass to Gafford. There's Milton. And that one goes long.
Pretty lax defense there. He's going to see fewer and fewer chances if he can't bury those kind of jumpers.
In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Passes it to Gibson. For the lead. And that's going to be too many steps. Gets the whistle on the travel.
All right, a moment to check out stats for Durant. Last season, he played outstanding. 8th in scoring, and he was top 10 in free throw percentage. Did not waste opportunities to convert at the line.
And back to his points per game average last year, he literally propped up the team's offense whenever they needed it.
Oh, great timing. He is one tough customer on that offensive glass.
You know, it's like he has a sixth sense of where that rebound is going. Now here's Durant. 10 points for him. He kicks it to Turner. Rebound by Anthony. Bulls have gone a lackluster 3 of 9 from the field since halftime. Pass to Milton. Pass to Nunn. A 3-ball. Sinks the triple. Now it's a 5-point Bulls lead.
No way he's going to pass that shot up. The D is way too far back and relaxed in getting out on him.
Durant just inside the line. New York, no good that time either.
Well, if he's going to keep shooting, they've got to run some plays for him. Screens, pick and rolls, anything they can do to get him started.
Nunn passes to Valentine. The pass to Gafford. Fires for 3. Offensive rebound. Harkless with the steal. And now the Knicks on the break. 3-pointer Ellington. That's good. And a nice assist from Durant. KD's got 3 assists tonight.
And there's typically going to be some space when you're out in transition and you do just kind of venture out to that 3-point line.
To the inside, Turner. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And Turner actively looking to get to the free throw line and can be physical down there with that wide frame of his, drawing contact.
For New York, they have only 1 missed free throw. They've had 5 attempts and made 4 of them. And he makes the first. And the big contract for Evan Turner entering its final year. Greg making over $18 million. Is he in line for a raise, you think?
Maybe not a raise, but he still remains a useful player. Never the most efficient scorer, but his rebounding and passing are what carry him.
Second free throw, no good.
That's what we saw with Evan Turner before he joined this ball club, was the ability to play multiple positions, and he's so versatile. He can do a little bit of everything, run the team through him, and also be an off-the-ball scorer.
Bulls shooting their 5th and 6 free throws of the game.
And at the line last season, about 78% as a team. Pretty solid numbers.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first one falls. Bulls making a switch here. Porter's checked in. So he gets them both. Knicks trail by 3. Turner with it. Outside Durant. There's 1:54 left to play here in the third. Good on the baseline, Jay. KD's got 4 this quarter.
Oh, that is automatic. Durant, one of the better mid-range shooters in the game.
Now here's Porter. He's got 6. And Harkless pulls it down. Now here's KD, the fast break opportunity. They now take the lead. Durant's got 14.
Well, when you see KD run the court with the speed of a guard, hard to keep up with him once he gets out in the open floor.
Here's Kennard. Pass to Porter. That one doesn't drop. And New York will come the other way. Guys, we've seen some excellent offensive output.
Yeah, great momentum for them offensively.
Well, we've all seen it. The mobility, the wingspan of Durant. Seriously, how are you going to stop him on an alley-oop?
Bulls trail by 3. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Here's Kennard. He's guarded by Bullock. 5 on the clock. The 3 from Valentine. Buries the long-range jumper. Valentine's got it all tied up now for Chicago.
That's a shot he's going to bury, especially when left open.
27 seconds left here in the third quarter. KD can't get it to go.
Things are going south right now. This is not the type of shooting that his teammates expect from him.
And here's Porter. He has 6. Shoots over Bullock. No good there. And so it's Kevin Durant making headlines and highlights for the New York Knicks. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. Right back after this break. Three-tenths quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. And here's Levine, who brings it up for Chicago. On the court for the Bulls, getting this fourth quarter started. We've got Otto Porter Jr. He's out there with Allen. Zach LaVine is out there with Kennard. And it's Milton in at point guard. Here's Barrett. That ball. Nice speed that time from Turner. Turner's got 3 assists now in this one. Milton the pass to Allen. Lays it up and banks it in.
Yeah, nothing too fancy. Just getting the job done when they need to. Make every possession count.
Allen surveying the D. Inside. Here's Layman. The shot will not fall. Nice D from Porter. Chicago's gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. To the middle. And stolen by Portis. Turner passes to Layman, and the shot is good. And the Knicks lead by 2.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Pass to Levine to take the lead, and again it's the Bulls from deep.
And that was the right call. When you need a basket, go to the guys you trust the most.
Yeah, whether it's teammates or the coaching staff, hopefully a combination of both, but gets close. He's getting the ball.
Now here's Turner. Portis tries again, and there's the call on Jake Layman. That's foul number 2 for him. Taj Gibson's checked in for Evan Turner. The Bulls have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Nunn passes to Carmelo. But they get it back. The basket counts and 1. They'll go to the line with a chance to make it a 3-point play.
One shot.
What a play there. The hoop plus the harm.
One shot.
We're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one. Here's Allen. Up again. Allen with the rebound. Allen's got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big time effort.
And boy, have they been hitting the backboard in this game or what? Kind of surprising it's such a tight game.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he can't get the first one. Good on the second free throw.
Not a perfect trip to the line, but at least he made this game a two-possession affair.
Pass to Lehman. They get a hand on it. Stolen by Allen. And here we go. Fast break. Levine's got it. No good that time. Knicks trail by 5. Allen passes to Barrett. Over Porter. New York, no good that time either.
And I'm not sure that is a shot that he should be taking.
No, he should know better. He knows that's not his game, which is why we don't see him take that shot often.
Now here's Allen. 6 on the shot clock. Beyond the arc. Knicks with the rebound. Portis has got 6 rebounds in the game.
His shooting has been a little bit below par. Think about what this lead would look like if he was on.
And with this kind of momentum behind him, Barrett, a terror. Love seeing him hammer it home.
Here's Levine. Porter passes to Nunn. And the layup's good off the glass. And the Bulls lead by 5.
And that's a great piece of work to get to the hoop there. Just tore the D to shreds.
Now Allen. Pass to Lehman. To the paint. Kicks it out to Allen. Takes the 3. Allen with the rebound.
Hate to say it, but if they're still trailing at the final buzzer, a lot of this is going to be felt by him. His shooting tonight has just been atrocious.
Now here's Porter. The dish to Allen. Here's Levine. Second shot opportunity, and he sinks the layup. Allen's got the lead up to 7 now for the Bulls.
And that's a lesson for the D. Fight harder on the glass.
Yeah, you just can't afford to give up second chance opportunities again and again.
Here's Allen. Bean with the rebound.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
Yeah, he's got to move on, forget about this sequence here, and try to find a way to get on the board.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
He rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish. Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over.
Definitely not pleased with their rebounding at the defensive end. The number of putbacks they've allowed has been terrible. I'm sure that's what he's going to address during this timeout.
And now we get the chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Jared Allen.
And his percentage from the field tonight seems almost made up. I didn't think it was possible to have that kind of success shooting the basketball. You need a little bit of luck, a bunch of hard work, and a whole lot of talent.
If he could only contribute like this for them every night, you can't overstate how much better it makes this team when he has a game like this. And on the road, no less. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, during that last break, I heard David Fizdale talking to his team. He got on him. He said he's got to see more intensity. He said we put ourselves in this hole, and we've got to work our way out of it. Show me you've got what it takes, guys.
And that one falls for Allen.
Yeah, I like that they haven't lost their aggressiveness here in the second, despite being down.
Here's Allen. It falls for the 6th time in 7 tries this contest. That's 86%.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
KD with it. Now guarded by Porter. He can't get it to go.
And this has been an outstanding display on the boards, and it's a big part of why they have a lead in this game, doing the dirty work down low.
Bully ball in action as Melo gets himself way deep into the paint where he knows he can score.
Porter against KD.
Oh, yes, sir. And there's some explosiveness inside Kevin Durant. He shows it off there.
The Bulls leading by 8. Here's Levine. A minute 50 left in the fourth quarter. Count that one.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
He's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
The drive by KD.
And here's the best way to get an earful from your coach. Give Kevin Durant that kind of path to the basket. Wow, discussion to follow.
None passes to Porter. Here's Anthony. The shot, no good. Great D that time from Portis. KD against Porter.
Well, anyone questioning Durant's killer instinct can stop right now. Wow.
1:03 left in the fourth quarter. And Levine, here we go. And that is the kind of big-time shot that can really deflate a crowd.
And did he ever do that? Sound level right now, 0 in this arena.
Porter against KD. It's all in by the Bulls. And here we go with Anthony running it up the court. Portis brings the double team. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Outside Anthony. And oh, that was close. He draws the foul. He'll shoot 2. It's on Bobby Portis.
Well, Melo's getting inside, maybe even under the skin right now of the defense.
Shooting 2.
He hits the first one, and that will put them up by 9.
Well, Melo undoubtedly still the leader of this team in terms of when they need to calm it down and they need some offense. He's the guy they're going to look to score it.
Both shots good from the stripe.
Breathe easy now. The biggest free throws in the game, and he's coming through.
And I think they realize any hope of a comeback is gone.
Well, realistic at this stage of the game, they're going to lose this one, but will they take something from the loss?
Dunn looking over the floor. And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win, but one they'll feel very good about.
And let's face it, anytime you can go on the road and win in the fashion they did, you have to feel good about it. Really an outstanding effort all the way around.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Brent Barry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. We'll see you later.